Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here with another speed build to continue our work on Haven Springs from the Life is Strange True Colors, which came out a couple weeks ago now. And yeah, this is a big project, so it's taken me a while. This is only part 2, and no, I do not finish it in this video, spoilers. But we do make very huge progress on the outside. You will see that we work on the river, creek, I guess. I don't know. It was tough. It was tough to do the creek and stuff and the exterior of the building that we're working on right now. I did all that, and then also the exterior pathing and sidewalk and all that stuff. So we do get pretty good progress done today, but I just want to make sure that you guys are able to see the whole process, so I'm taking it slow. This is a long little series, but I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it with me. So here you see me trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the river, and initially I was like, oh, these debug fences are really cool, but then I was like, you know what, wait, I can do curved fences kind of, but not really how I exactly wanted them, so it ended up not working out. So ignore that, but we still used fences just to give it like a little bit of a curve at the beginning, at the end of like the river area. And of course I will be adding landscaping to make it look more natural and all that. But I am actually really proud of how this turned out. Like, this was really hard for me to figure out initially, but you'll see the struggling I have here with like the terrain manipulation and trying to make it not look stupid. Oh my god, it was fine. But yeah, like I said, this is a big endeavor of a project, so thank you for bearing with me and being patient. I don't want to rush it and give you guys like not as good of a quality build, so I am taking my time and making sure I do it right and well and try to make it look good. Oh my god, the whole like terrain being a different height sometimes was like bothering me so much trying to figure this out, so you'll see the struggle there. But it's okay. We figure it out in the end. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll see a lot of struggles, but in the end, I think it does look pretty cool. It may not look exactly like Haven Springs River, obviously, because one, it's really hard to make like a natural looking river. I think I did a pretty good job, like once you guys see how I figured it out. But for now, I was just working on trying to make sure like the flooring wasn't quite as low and make sure that it was even all around. It wasn't like freaking weird shaped everything. But yeah, so I think those debug fences I still used in the end. Yeah, I used them in the end, but for now, like they are kind of like blocking it off just for my sake. But I think I change them at the very end of the build. Yeah, I do. I did that today actually. So, and then I kind of start working on, this is a flower shop, right? So this is like the back patio area, and there's a bunch of like flowers and decorations, and it's just like really pretty. So I tried to recreate it as close as I could item wise and how much there was. The only issue was like spacing was a little bit tight there, like it should be a little bit further away, but I didn't want to make the build a little bit skinnier, so I kind of just left it as it is, and I think it still looks good. It's just not, you know, the thing is with this, like, it's replicated, but then it's also like more inspired by in some ways, because certain things you can't do in The Sims, right? Or things in scale are a little bit different, so it's always very complicated when you try to do something like this and try to make it as accurate as possible. But there is some creative liberty, you will see, but I did try to like copy a lot of the things overall just to make it seem more interesting. I did make these little like potted plants. I thought that was a cool idea. Use some like potted, some like garden plot pots, I don't know, and then put some actual like landscaping in them. And so I got some more unique plants because I realized there's not that many potted plants that have like that orange brown pots for them. I don't know, whatever. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Now you'll see I'm working on the exterior and the patio, so I figure out like how to add like the trim and trying to make it look like not so stupid, because this I'm not lying when I say this took me like so long to figure out. Like this first section, which is like 10 minutes, took me like 3 hours probably. Gotta love speed builds. It just makes it so much easier to consume. But yeah, time consuming personally, but it's okay. because it looks really cool and I'm happy with it. But oh my god, I changed so many things. I think that roofing I changed, like I don't think that stays there. I think I changed some windows around. But I just want to get like something done. Like I know I wasn't done with the river yet, but I got like the basic layout of the river, and then I was not feeling like dealing with trying to take care of the river because oh my god, it's a lot. So I started doing the build part of it, and then I go back to the river later. You'll see that's like at the end, well, like halfway through, I think. More of that gets done, and then I decided, oh yeah, I should do like sidewalk, right? Like the sidewalk needs to be higher than the road. So I tried to make this look good, tried to match it color wise and spacing wise. I think I did okay. It messed up some stuff, so I had to keep like moving things around again, but I'm glad I remembered to add the sidewalk before too much longer, like raised up, because if I didn't, it would have like probably messed up a lot more things. So it was good that we did it at this moment. And yeah, so more sidewalks, trying to figure out how to do this corner. It's kind of tricky. Rounded stuff is always very tricky in The Sims, but I was like, you know what? I'm making this work. I'm making it work. And then look, I did. I made it work. And then I was like, why is it a different height than the other one? Like I couldn't connect it. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll delete the other one and just continue this one on. And then there you go. You have your sidewalk. Beautiful. Which I think like adding the sidewalk framed it and made it look more like a city road, you know? Like it's a walk. I guess you don't drive on these roads. I think it's just like a path. Like you walk through the city, right? Like you can't drive in the middle of this street. Because also later you'll see we add like a big plant in the middle with a big pot with some plants and like a statue in the middle of the road, because I remember that from one of the screenshots. And I realized I was gonna try to make these work, those like commercial garden plots, but I ended up deleting them. I tried to keep them, but no. We just went more natural with everything, and I think it looks more real anyway. And yeah, then we were working on lanterns, trying to get like every little detail that I could, trying to pick the best looking one and the ones that actually gave light so it wouldn't be super dark at night, right? Some of them were debug, and I was like, I like how the debug ones look, but then some of the debug ones don't give off light. They're just decorations, so that kind of sucks. I'm sorry, I just sneezed there, so I muted. I didn't want you guys to have to hear that. So sorry for the silence, but hope you're enjoying this build. The little patio here turned out super cute. Just some hanging plants all around, a little bench, a little table. You can't really see up there in the game, so I just kind of just made up a few things to put up there just to make it look like it would be something that would be there. And then I was trying to do the back patios because I realized, oh yeah, there's like back patios to these houses, right? So I did that next, where you're gonna see like the second building here has a deck type thing. The white one has a deck and the yellow one has a deck. So they're all a little bit different, which was fun to try to like match. But they were all, you know, their own thing that I think turned out okay. Just... Oh my goodness. Now that I'm watching this again, I'm like, oh my god, this was so much work. But I'm really happy that I've gotten as far as I've gotten today. So I'm just going to be proud of it and be happy about it, I guess. I don't know when I'm going to have time to record more. That's why I want to get this one out, because I'm going to a concert on Wednesday to see Census Fail, Hawthorne Heights, and Bayside over in the Bay Area. So that's gonna be a good trip. I'm staying the night down there and like exploring the city a little bit, so I'll take pictures and post on Instagram and all that jazz. So if you're following me there, you can keep up with what I'm doing. But it should be fun just to get away from here a little bit. Like I've been in the same city for so long and I haven't traveled in months, year. I don't know how long it's been. Since COVID, basically. I haven't left. The furthest I went was a concert I went to right after my birthday, and that was half an hour away. But that was only for the concert, and I immediately came home at like midnight, and it was tiring. But this time I'm going to a concert, I'm staying there, so I don't have to worry about driving 3 hours, because it is 3 hours away, just under 3 hours, but still, basically 3 hours of a drive. But it's fine. I got my music, I got podcasts, I got all kinds of stuff to listen to. and it should be a good this road trip and trip overall. I'm excited. But yeah, this build is something that I'm going to be working on throughout the next month. I am also going to Spain in 2.5 weeks. I can't believe it's so soon. Like, we already have the tickets bought. I'm going to visit my company and all the employees that work at Streamloots. We're going to be seeing each other and doing like team building and company stuff. So it's like work, but like fun. You know what I mean? Probably a little bit of work, but lots of fun. We're in Spain. We're going to be in Spain. Like, they like to have a good time. So I don't know. I'm nervous to travel that far alone, but I'm also very excited because I think it's just gonna be good for me. Like, especially after this whole past 1.5 years and everything that's gone down in the world. And yes, it's scary, but honestly, like, I'm vaccinated. I you know, will be as safe as I can be. I'm sure I'll be fine. Safety wise, like that. I just worry about traveling alone, you know, like being a female traveling alone across the world. It's a little scary, but you know, I don't want to stay here anymore and like regret not doing something, you know. Okay, and you're gonna see the river coming together and how I kind of figured it out. I was like, okay, I have to hide this freaking trim, right? The trim looks so stupid, right? It doesn't look like real at all. Like, why is there a giant trim there? But it was the only one that looked like half decent, so I had to use that. And so I started lining the whole thing with rocks. So you'll see me like messing around and trying to figure out how to make them look decent. And then once I get the hang of it, I go pretty quick making this happen. But I'm really happy with where we're at with this so far. Yeah, it's turned out good. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying about like not wanting to like regret going somewhere or doing something just because I'm scared a little, you know, like, yeah, the world's scary right now. Like, yes, it's nerve-wracking to do anything, but like, I don't want to keep being afraid. And I'm kind of forcing myself to not be and just like, I know I'll be all right. Like, I know how to travel. I've traveled before-ish, just not not a different country alone, but you know, it's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll be fine. And I'll be documenting along the way. I'll probably end up doing an actual vlog for that trip as well, or 2 even, depending on how much I'm able to record and do stuff while I'm there. Because you know what? I haven't actually done a vlog like that. So I'll probably put that on my main channel, which is youtube.com/AnaTlus89 if you guys want to watch that. And then also on Instagram, you can follow like live what I'm doing. Not live, but like the day of. I'll probably be posting pictures like each day. So you'll see kind of where I'm at, what I'm doing, how the trip's going and stuff. So it should be fun. Like I said, I'm nervous, but eager to do it because I haven't been out of the country in how many years? Last time I went to Turkey, which was 2014, 7 years. Yeah. Yep. That's probably it. 14 or 13. I don't remember. One of those years, long time ago, where like the past few years, I just haven't been able to take breaks. I haven't been able to go anywhere. I felt like I just always have to be like streaming or making content or working, and I just never had the time. But now that my work is forcing me to go out of the country, then it's kind of like, oh, well, you know what? I guess let's just do it. Let's make it happen. And yeah, should be a good time. Yeah, you'll see like I get this down with the rocks. I'm like, bum, bum, bum. Yeah. You have to duplicate, then you have to shrink them down, then you got to resize it, and then you got to turn it. So it's a little bit different. And then that's just like the basic. And then I add more rocks around it to make it look more natural. Like right now, it doesn't look as natural. But once you'll see where I add a ton more rocks, you'll see a lot more naturalness to it, I guess. I don't know. Does it look? It looks okay. Like, I can still tweak it in the end, I guess, if I really wanted to add or change things. But you guys will see. You guys will see what I did. And hopefully like it. I don't know. This is tough. This is probably the hardest part of the whole build. But now, like, I even took a break. Like, I started this, and then I got, like, 75% done, and then I was like, I need a break. So I stopped, and then I finally recorded the rest of it this morning. And so I think we made good progress because I took that break. Like, if I didn't take the break, I would have been, like, super annoyed probably trying to finish it up. Sometimes it's good to like take your time when you're recording things, so then you can actually do it better than if you're just trying to rush it and get it done, right? So, and trying to get all the details where like you can't see underneath the rocks and filling them in with other rocks, and it's like a whole thing. Oh gosh, I don't even know. This is difficult. I can't wait to get to the interior because I've done so much exterior right now. But I'm just like, okay, can I like start decorating inside now? No, not quite yet, but soon. I do have to finish the exterior of the other side of the road, which I don't get to in this video, obviously. Well, I don't know if that's obvious, but I don't get to the other side of the road. So basically I get the river done, I get the exterior of the side we were working on, and all the road stuff, pathing, landscaping, stuff like that on the left side. So hopefully we can finish that up later. I'm not gonna get to it this week, but I will slowly, you know, over the next couple weeks, hopefully get at least another part out before I go to Spain. So you guys will get that. Like, I'm gonna make at least one. Yeah, I think that's my goal. Get one more part of this recording done before Spain, which is October 15th. Not September. September is basically over. October 15th is when I'll be leaving for just 1 week. Only 1 week, but it's still a long time for me. And I'm actually like nervous to only go for a week. Like whenever I went to Turkey, I would go for 3 weeks because my parents were like, yeah, we might as well like spend more time, and you know, it's such a long trip. And now it's like I'm going for 1 week and I'm like, that's not enough time. Feeling like I know once I'm there, it's not gonna feel like enough time. Right now it feels like, oh gosh, the whole week, that's gonna be a long time. But then when I'm there, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't want to go back. But yeah, unless I get stuck, which I mean, I'm bringing my laptop, I'm bringing everything to get my Switch, I'm bringing like all my comforts. So like if I end up getting stuck there, I could probably survive. It would suck, but you know, the state of the world. So I hope this looks semi-natural. Like it doesn't yet. I know it doesn't yet, but I promise you guys, in the end, it kind of looks more natural, okay? You'll see, you'll see. Because I for sure wanted to have like the rock fence, but there's no other way to do a rock fence like and make it have enough space for the other things. If I made it skinny or wider, if I made it wider, it wouldn't fit on the lot basically. So I kind of had to like shrink it a little. And so like sizing is a little bit weird, but I think it does come out okay. It's just, it's a lot, guys, I promise. So yeah, I've had a couple technical problems in this recording. I'm sorry guys, I don't think you guys will notice, but I had to like cut out a couple things and stop recording, so hopefully the audio matches up okay. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, what was I talking about? I keep getting distracted. Yeah, with how I think this looks, it's kind of looking like a creek like bed that has like rocks lining it, so it does work. It's just, you know, not perfect, but it's also, that's kind of what gives it character if it's not perfect, right? Like I don't know guys. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you have any tips on how I can make this look any better. I mean, it does get better before this is over, because this is still not today. This is today's recording. Right now we just switched over to today's recording, so you'll see the final touches I did just to make it add more plants as well. So it's not just rocks, there's also plants on the rocks throughout, like water reeds and some other random plants that look like they would grow near the water. And we're just gonna pretend like it's not all water underneath the rocks. You know, like how underneath the rocks are just floating? Like they're not, right? But they are in The Sims because there's no other way to do this. I don't know. It's interesting for sure. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think, yeah, doing the final touches and then the plants. The plants really are what pull it together, I think. And then oh yeah, the phone lines. Definitely want to have phone lines. Even though they don't have lines attaching them, I think they still give that look, because in the game they do have phone lines. So I was like, you know what? We might as well put them too, right? And there's the plants coming in. With the plants, the detail is pretty good. We're nearing the end, but we still have like 5 minutes, so you're chilling with me a little bit longer. Sorry guys. Let me know if you like this. I got good response from the first bit, and happy to share this part. I was like, oh god, I gotta finish, at least have a good stopping point for this one, because I got a lot done and then I just couldn't record this whole week. Like I've been so busy. And then I was like, you know what, let's just do it. Today's Sunday. I was gonna I was gonna stream tonight, but then I ended up going out and just chilling and going shopping a little and like kind of enjoying the Sunday. And then I got home and it was like 6:30 already, and I'm like, well, it's a little late to start stream, so I'm just gonna record this and get this out for you guys. So it'll be up. I mean, obviously when you're watching this, it's up, but tomorrow morning, I think, is when I'll post it. And on this side, I don't know what I'm doing on this side. I kind of wanted to just add some wild plants, like wild flowers and stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna end up, like I do some, but I don't think I do enough. So I think I just want to put something and then just kind of leave it for now. And then also add more like terrain paint to kind of match it on this side. And then of course I haven't done terrain paint on the rest of the area. So like it looks kind of funny, but I'll get to that later. So here's where I was like switching out the walls and making them smaller so that they would not block off the whole river. Yeah, I think that is where we're at with that. And that might be where I finish it. Now it's just final touches over here and working on the landscaping in front of the left side of the area. So like I did some terrain paint or some tiles that are, you know, the landscaping colors and all that. We got a tree, we got some lanterns, and I do make it bigger because I realized like that one size is a little bit too small. So I extend it. So you see right there where it's like 2 squares instead of 1 square width. I think that looks better for the, you know, more natural look of this city, town, whatever it is. And I don't know why there's a guy in a bear costume hanging out. I mean, it's Colorado, so it's not that abnormal, but it's fine. And then you'll see here, I found this flower pot. And then I was like, oh, I need to put, because there's a statue of a moose in the game in the middle of the road. And I was like, oh, I need to do something like that. Oh no. So I looked around for a while and decided on this, which is like a dog, like what, playing with a butterfly, I think? I don't know. It was the closest thing I could find, a 4-legged animal that, you know, was similar to a moose. Dog is similar to a moose? Yeah, totally. And so over here we finish off the bit that is more landscaped, a little bit plants, trying to make it look pretty, you know, smooth. I don't think I can do terrain paint on the platform, unfortunately, so it's gonna have to stay how it looks in the end, but I think we're pretty much at the end of this, guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and are enjoying, you know, my process in making Haven Springs come to life in The Sims. Eventually it'll be available for download on the gallery. And yeah, I think that looks really cool. Like, if you have any other tips on like how I can make the river look any better or different, let me know. But I'm okay with how it looks, and I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Maybe I'll do a couple final touches. And here's before I did the landscaping over there. But then this picture is after all the landscaping is done. So that's all we got then for today's video. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure you leave a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video, probably within a week or 2. So, see you again soon. Bye!